So absolute value. And I understand that you guys have seen absolute value before. But again, because you guys are coming from different schools, different districts, I want to make sure that we're all kind of on the same page. So the first unit is probably very much a review of what you guys have already seen before. And then as we progress into the future units, it'll be stuff that is a little less familiar to you. Okay. All right, so absolute value is the distance from 0. Oops, hold on. So the distance from 0 on a number line. So absolute value of negative 13 is 13. If I look at number 5, absolute value of negative 12 is plus 15 gives me 27. If I look at 9, negative 15 minus 23 is, it'll be negative 8, and then the absolute value gives you a positive 8. Any questions about absolute value? Basically, whatever you put inside the absolute value bars makes it positive. Because distance is always positive. Okay, so order of operations. Good old PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So order of operations is simplifying an expression using a specific order. And you will always use order of operations. So PEMDAS, parentheses, or they put like grouping symbols, but so any type of parentheses, brackets, exponents, oops, and then multiplication. Oh my gosh, my handwriting today. So multiplication and division from left to right, just like how you read sentences. And then addition, subtraction. Left to right. So something about notes in general. If I think that you guys aren't taking notes, then we're back to like, let me come around and see your notes at the end of the thing and let me stamp your notes. Okay. I don't want to do that. You're in high school now. You should take notes because that's the way to remember what you're learning, right? Also, anytime you ask me questions, I will always ask you to see your notes so then that way I can use your notes to help you, right? So typically what I will do is when you're asking me a question, I use your notebook and I write additional notes on the side for you so that you remember what we're talking about. Okay. All right, so if we look at example 13, 7 plus 54, and then we do the 6 first, so 3 times 2. Then we do our division of 54 divided by 6, so that would be 7. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. Yeah, it's you should actually go 7. I was like, that's not right. 7, and then 54 divided by 3 first, because you work your way, even though there's a parentheses, that parentheses stands for multiplication. So you need to work your way in. So 54 divided by 3 first is 18. And then you're multiplying by 2. So then you have 7 plus 36, which is 43. Which is a different answer. So even though there's a parentheses there, there's nothing that you're simplifying within the parentheses. So technically, this should have read 7 plus 54 divided by 3 times 2. Yeah, trying to throw you off. And then, like, all this order of operations gets a little wonky as we get further in. Okay, so if I look at any questions, first of all, about 13? Okay, so I look at 16. So we have to do our exponents first. And inside of our parentheses, right? So you have 7 minus 4 in the parentheses, plus 17 divided by negative 14, plus 2 times 5. So you get 3 plus 17 divided by negative 14 times 2, plus 2. Times 5. And then we are all going to run out of room in this itty bitty little box. 3 plus 17, negative 14, plus 10. So I get 20 over negative 4, which is negative 5. And again, as we go through examples, if I try to look and try to read the room, like who's still writing and who's not writing, before I start scrolling up. But if I don't see you writing and you still need time to write, you could just like raise your hand, and typically I know. All right, so I'm like, which one should we do next? Huh? Yeah, I'll do 19, but I'm going to do, let's do 18 first. Because I got to do an absolute value one, you know. All right, so your 7 squared is first, and then it is multiplied by a negative sign. So that is negative 49. Because there's a difference between -7 and the quantity squared. That's positive 49. A -7 squared does the exponent first and then multiplies by -1. So there's a difference between these two. And then +9 times 4 plus 18 divided by 2 times 5. So I have -49 plus 36 plus 18 divided by 2 times 5. So I get the absolute value of -13 plus 18 divided by 2 times 5, which is a positive 13, plus 18 divided by 2 times 5. $13 plus 9 times 5. So I do my 18 divided by 2 first. So then 13 plus 45, which gives you a 58. I would like your answers boxed. I would like your work to be in lines kind of straight down, so then that way I can see what you're doing. If I don't see work, I can't give you points. Yes, question?
I have this habit where if I run out of room at the bottom, I'll move it up.
That's fine.
Right. So,
That's okay. I just don't want it to be all over the place. As long as there's an order to it that I can follow, that's fine. Any other questions? All right, you want a 19. We'll do 19. All right, so my exponents, my parentheses. So I have 25 minus 81 in the top is my exponents. My bottom is 8 minus 5 times 36 divided by 9. 25 minus 81. I have 3 times 36 divided by 9, which is 4. So I get -56 over 12. And then I want you to reduce the fraction. If you don't know how to reduce, the first thing you would divide both terms by is it even? If they're both even, divide by 2. Then if your second result is still even, then divide it by 2 again. Divide by 2s because that's easier. So if I divided this by 2, I would have gotten -28 over 4. No. Just kidding, 6. And then if I divide by 2 again, I get -14 over 3. And then 14 is not divisible by 3, so then I stop. And that's my answer. I do not want decimals. I want improper fractions. I do not want mixed numbers. Mixed numbers are for elementary school. We do not do mixed numbers when we get here. You've graduated a level. Okay. Any questions? I need you guys to make sure. I know that those chairs can be uncomfortable, but I do need you guys to make sure that you don't lean back in your chairs. You know why? Because if you fall, that's more work for me. And really, it's about me. It's about you too. I don't want you to fall and hurt yourself. But it is actually paperwork I actually have to fill out. The first question is did you die?
Really?
Huh?
What if you answer yes?
Instantly fired.
You've been saved.
All right, let's see. Huh?
Is the
Huh?
student
Yeah.
properly eliminated from the game?
All right, so which one do you like? 22, 23, or 24?
I'm not getting him up for 24.
24?
22. I prefer not to do it.
You prefer not to do
I
it.
just can't choose it.
Okay, we can do. Yeah, 23 is not bad. So let's do 12 first, or 22 first. So, and then we'll do 24. So 12 on the outside, I've got a 30 minus parentheses 9 plus 16. It's like little nested dolls. We have to work our way inward. I can get rid of my absolute values, so I could have a 10 minus 6 in the bottom. Then I have 12. 30 minus 25. And then over 4. So I get 12 times 5 over 4. Which is 60 over 4. Which is 15. Yeah, so the brackets are the same thing as the parentheses. But they're like, since you have parentheses inside parentheses, it's like those nested dolls. You have to start with the one that's the furthest in and then simplify on your way out. All right, and then we'll do ourselves a little number 24. Any questions about 22? 24, so I have a negative 8 minus 11 is negative 3. And I'm cubing it. Minus 3, my absolute value of 14 is 14. All divided by 2 to the 4th minus 7. So I can do my exponents. So a negative 3 cubed is a negative 27, but I have a negative sign on the outside of there. So it will be a positive 27 minus 3 times 4, which is 42. 2 to the 4th is 16, and then subtracted 7. So I get negative 15 over 9, which they're both divisible by 3, so I get a negative 5/3. Questions that you guys have?